All right, let's dive into the start of one of the greatest adventure stories ever told. Our whole journey kicks off at this lonely, forgotten inn on the English coast, where one single, very mysterious guest is about to walk in and change a young boy's life forever. So, right from the get-go, we know this story is a memory, something being told long after it all went down. Our narrator, a boy named Jim Hawkins, is promising to lay out everything he knows about this incredible place called Treasure Island. You can just feel it, right? A massive adventure is brewing. And it all starts right here at the Admiral Benbow Inn. Now, this isn't some cheerful, busy spot. You gotta picture a wild, lonely place perched on the cliffs, the kind of place where a visitor showing up is a huge deal. That's exactly what makes this stranger's arrival so dramatic. And there he is. He doesn't even give a name, just tells everyone to call him the captain. I mean, this guy is not your average tourist. He's tall, strong, looks like he's been through 100 storms at sea. And he's got this nasty-looking scar. He comes dragging this huge, heavy sea chest, and you just know that thing holds way more than just clothes. It feels like a box packed to the brim with secrets. And this is the song he's always singing. It's not some happy little tune, you know? It's a dark, kind of scary sea shanty about death and rum. That song just follows him around, like a constant reminder of the violent world he crawled out of. It's basically the sound of trouble walking right in the front door. Yeah, this guy is not here to relax. He spends his days just pacing, always with his brass telescope out, scanning the sea, scanning the road. Then at night, he sits in the corner chugging rum and telling these absolutely terrifying stories about his life at sea. Stories that scare the poor local farmers into dead silence. This is a man who is clearly either on the run or waiting for something bad to find him. Okay, so now we get to the real heart of his paranoia. This isn't just some grumpy old sailor. Nope. He is deeply, deeply afraid of someone finding him. At first, our narrator Jim Hawkins thinks maybe the captain is just lonely. Maybe he's looking for some old sailor buddies. But he figures out pretty quick that's not it at all. He's not looking for friends. He's looking for enemies. He's scanning that horizon for a threat he knows is coming his way. So he actually pulls young Jim into this whole secret world of his. He gives him a very specific job. Keep an eye out for a seaman with one leg. I mean, that image is so specific and so creepy that Jim says he has nightmares about this guy for weeks. And the captain is willing to pay for this, which just shows you how absolutely terrified he is. So the captain has basically scared everyone at the inn into just leaving him alone, but he's about to meet his match. An educated man, a doctor, a man of science and law, walks in, and let's just say he is not impressed by the captain's whole scary pirate routine. And here we go. It's a total clash of two worlds. On one side, you have the captain. He's crude, he's violent, and he's completely fueled by rum. And on the other, you have Dr. Livesey, clean, well-spoken, and totally calm. It's a classic showdown between chaos and order, and things are about to get really, really tense. While the captain is drunkenly roaring and trying to silence the whole room, Dr. Livesey, he doesn't even flinch. He speaks right to him, not with fear, but with total contempt, basically telling him he's drinking himself to death. It's such a direct challenge, and you know the captain cannot let that stand. And there it is. Violence is the only way this guy knows how to solve a problem. He whips out a knife, fully expecting the doctor to back down like every other person he's ever met. He is so used to getting his way with sheer intimidation. But this time, he picked the wrong guy to threaten. This is incredible. The doctor doesn't move. He doesn't even raise his voice. He just lays out the facts with this absolute, unshakable authority, staring the captain down and winning the battle of wills without even breaking a sweat. The captain, for the first time we've seen, is totally defeated. He sits down, as Jim says, like a beaten dog. It's a huge moment, showing us there are things in this world more powerful than a pirate's knife. After that big confrontation with the doctor, things are quiet for a little while. But you just knew that wasn't going to last, right? The threat the captain has been watching for, it finally arrives. It's not the one-legged man, but it's someone just as sinister. Now pay attention to the details on this new guy. He's not just some random sailor. He's missing 2 fingers on his left hand. Just like the captain's scar, it's a mark of a violent past. He comes in asking for his old friend Bill, and that's when we realize the captain's real name is actually Bill Bones. The captain comes back from his walk, and the second he lays eyes on this guy, all the blood just drains from his face. Jim says he looks old and sick. This is pure, absolute terror. The name Black Dog is spoken like a curse. This is one of the men he's been hiding from. So Jim gets sent out of the room, but he can hear them arguing, loud. And this line right here is key. The captain is shouting about being caught, which tells us they were probably part of a crew that did something really bad together. There's a shared secret, and it sounds like Black Dog wants something that the captain is refusing to give up. And just like that, the argument explodes into violence. There's the crash of a table, the clash of swords. Then Black Dog comes running out, wounded and defeated, and just disappears down the road. The captain won the fight, but that victory is about to cost him everything. The fighting, the fear, and all that rum finally catch up to him. The captain, who was a terrifying fighter just seconds ago, collapses onto the floor. And right then, Dr. Livesey happens to arrive and confirms exactly what he predicted. The captain is dying from his lifestyle. He's had a massive stroke. The doctor orders the captain to stay in bed for a week. But for this old pirate, a week is a lifetime too long. In his weakness, he starts talking to the only person he kinda trusts, young Jim. And he finally gives a name to the doom he feels is coming for him. See, he's not just afraid of Black Dog or the one-legged man. He's afraid of something he calls the Black Spot. He knows his old crewmates, from the crew of the infamous pirate Captain Flint, are coming. And get this, they aren't coming for him. They're coming for what's inside his sea chest. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what the heck is the Black Spot? Well, it's one of the most famous bits of pirate lore ever. It's not just a message, it's a death sentence. It's a formal verdict handed down by a pirate crew to one of their own who broke their rules. If you get the Black Spot, your time is up. The stakes are officially life and death. And that is where we leave it, with Jim's own question just hanging in the air. The captain has told us just enough to be terrifying, but not enough to explain anything. Who's going to deliver this Black Spot? What in the world is in that chest that's worth killing for? And will they get to the captain before his time runs out? The mystery, my friends, has only